Well, hello there. My name is Lord Potato. I am not dead. No, I'm not. I don't mean I'm dead. I mean like I'm not tired. Yeah, I don't feel tired. Yeah, dang it, that click something. Fuck's sakes. So what's it called? All right. That reminds me. Okay, so yeah, I'm not tired. Not right now. Probably die sooner or something. Not right. Being tired. Huh. Okay, so last time I left off is where I last left off at. Oh, I remember now. Where okay, let's just get into it. Okay, so Naruto was asleep. No wait, yeah, he was asleep because he got absolutely he absolute bodied the shit out of Zabuza. And Haku almost died from Izumi's fireball. And so yeah, Naruto's right now he's sleeping, but then he went into his mindscape. He's right now talking to Zoro and Bakugo. Bakugo was like, "Well, kid, I see that you used Zoro's skills. You could have easily exploded him." And not Sawas, Zoran and Bakugo are talking to Naruto and all that. Bakugo is saying, "Well, next time try to combine your skills with the swordsman with the explosions. Because he does have the explosion quirk plus one for all. Just only the strength part, not the other quirks. I'm not giving him the other quirks. Maybe. I don't know if I should give him the other quirks. And also, in this what if, the Uchihas are not dead. No, I don't want them to die. Um, hmm. Also, yeah. So, he has the explosion quirks plus one for all. He has all of Zoron's knowledge and techniques and stuff. So he also has Zoron's what's it called? Bad habit of getting lost. Yes. Oh, Zoran. I feel like not. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So Naruto does have all the strengths, weaknesses of Bakugo. So Naruto also can be a little too like see how should I put it in words? So he has the Bakugo personality where he says die, 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 die. You goddamn actions, die, die, die. God damn it! Die, Dextrous. Deca. Oh wait, no, Deck not even here. So yeah, he has all of the knowledge and personality of Bakugo, has all the knowledge and personality of Thoron, has all the skills, techniques, and abilities. And next is Vegeta. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make a triple reincarnation of this. Even how that'd be kinda cool, but way too overpowered. Okay, so Naruto's are talking to both of them, to both Bakugo and Zoro. Right, I call Naruto Zoro Arcati. Yeah, that's what I named him. And Zumi is Zumi Uchiha. She's the sister. She's this. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember everything what I was talking about. Okay, so Naruto decides to wake up, and Azumi already knows not water climbing, uh, tree climbing and water walking. Also, Sai, he's an Ambu who got trained by Danzo. So of course, Itachi just teaches Izumi fire styles, or well, Izumi and Itachi's girlfriend do decide to talk about um fire styles and different things, and Itachi just spars with Sai in the sword and yeah, swords. And Naruto wakes up. Also, um, what's his name again? I keep forgetting it. The little kid's name. Irani? Ini? I, the one time I remember Kota's name, but for My Hero Academia. And the one time I don't remember Kota's name, I remember this kid's name. For fuck's sakes. Oh my days. Irani. Ini. Ah. Let me shut it up. I forgot. Okay, now I remember. I think it's in Inari. Yeah. So, Inari still has the whole thing about how his father died and he doesn't like ninjas because ninjas aren't gonna help him at all. But the one that gave him Talk no Jutsu wasn't Naruto. Well, let me. So Naruto woke up, or should I say Zoro woke up, and yeah, I just gotta remember Inari. That's we thought haven't got there. Zoran woke up and uh didn't felt that much stress around his body, so he got up. He got his three swords and his green jacket over, and went outside. Itachi, of course, was sparring with Sai, and Itachi's girlfriend was sparring with Itachi's sister with fire style. And what to call? Can't touch me, can't stop this. Always stop this, it's a plot twist. I'm great. Okay, so Naruto walked out and Itachi was like, "Oh Naruto, are you feeling better?" And Naruto said, "Ah yes, thank you Itachi. Thank you for your concern." But then Naruto said, well, "Okay, well time to spar." And then Itachi said, "Okay, whoa 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 whoa. You just fought an S rank ninja. I'm not gonna let you start sparring or training." He's like, "But Itachi was like, "No, Naruto. I'm the Ambu here, so you gotta listen to me." And of course, Izumi saw Naruto and said, "Zoro," because of course she's not gonna say Naruto. Uh, she said, "Zoro, are you okay? Are you feeling okay?" Um. So yeah, Naruto's okay. Uh, he says I'm fine. Doesn't need to worry about me and all that. Um. So Naruto says, "Well, if you have nothing to teach me, I'm train over here, and with my explosions to make them bigger." And what to call? And Itachi says, "Okay." So Naruto is training how to use this explosion much bigger and all that, but he was trying to use one for all until Bakugo did told him in his mindscape, if you want to use one for all, you have to train your body more physical. So Naruto just starts doing push-ups and all that, and of course he still decides to fall on the ground asleep. And Haku still comes out, and him. Wait, did I make him a she or him? Oh, for fuck's sakes, him. Haku's a him in this, or she. Ah, for fuck's sakes, you know what? I'm gonna just say he's a him. Yes, we're gonna have to kill off Zabuza and Haku. Usually I keep them into either joining the Akatsuki or, well, yeah, joining the Akatsuki, but Naruto isn't joining the Akatsuki this time. Yeah, he's not going rogue this time. Which, some people ask, why is he always neglecting why always he's going rogue? Well, this is the first one. He still neglected, but he's not going rogue this time. Or he wasn't banished this time. I don't know about that. Still thinking about that. So Naruto is training. No, wait. Naruto woke up and saw Haku, and Naruto can already tell this is a dude. Just cause of his being smart and all that, sorta. Well, kinda. Shit. Yeah, hurry up before I just I could pass out for some reason. Okay, so Naruto already tells this is a dude, and he says, "Okay, Naruto says, okay, dude, what are you?" So Haku was wearing that like pink dress or whatever, and Naruto was like, "Okay, dude, why are you wearing a pink dress? Are you some kind of what the hell?" And Haku was like, "Oh, you can already tell I'm a dude." He's like, "Even your voice sounds like a girl, but you're a dude. Get the hell out of here, trap." No, he didn't say that. And Haku was like, and Zoro said, "So what is your name?" And Haku was like, Haku. Um, I don't remember if Haku ever said his last name or whatever. And Naruto was like, "Well, my name is Zoran R. Katsi." And Haku was like, "Oh." Also, Naruto just says, "So you're one of, what's it called? Before I'm passing out, your chakra signature is similar to the one that got Salsa. Am I right?" And Haku's in his mind, "Dang it, how did he know?" And Zoro saying, "It's kinda easier to know about that." So, yeah. Also, Zoro did not use his explosions when he was fighting against Zoro. Not Zoro, Zabuza. Zoran is his name. So he did not use explosions. So, yeah. And so Haku was like, "So do you have anyone to care about you, or do you have anyone that you care about?" And Naruto said, "Yeah, quite a few." And Haku says, "Well, that will make you stronger," or something like that. Some of those lines. So yeah, that'll make you stronger and all that. Wait, what the heck was that? No. So that'll make you stronger and all that. And of course, Naruto's like, "Oh, okay, bye bye." And so Haku and Zoro exchange some words, and that's all. Nothing about information or anything. Um, so Naruto went back. I should really call him Zoro. Zoro Narcosi. So Zoro went back to the house, and of course everyone's eating, and it's Inari. Yeah, Inari still does the whole same about that. I don't like ninjas, and you ninjas are just gonna die and all that because of Gato and all that. Of course, Zoro says, "Interesting. Does this Gato guy has an ability, any power?" And Inari was like, "Uh, no. He just has a lot of men, and he's the strongest out of all of us." And someone's like, "Huh? If I can remember right, Gato is just a fat guy that's just rich, and he only gets bandits, not actual bodyguards. He's too greedy and all that." And Inari just can't. Uh, and then Naruto was like, whatever. And what's it called? The one who actually gave him the Takno Jutsu was actually not Inari, Izumi. Izumi did give him the Takno Jutsu instead of being Naruto. Naruto just explained facts. And yeah. And so Zoran decides to just go outside and not care. Because he can remember how his parents treated him. And how his life was kind of terrible. Well, kind of, because the only people that were there for him is Ichigo, yeah, not Ichigo, Ichiko Ramen, the ramen guy. He was there just giving him free food. Some of the root ambus, not the ambus, the one for Hokage, not the root ambus. Danzo, the Uchihas, Izumi, not Kakashi. Kakashi doesn't hate Naruto, but doesn't like Naruto at the same time. He's neutral with him. And so, I'm never killing off Itachi. I'll probably kill off Kakashi because, bro, it's Itachi. The best brother out there versus the best sensei out there. Sort of, he was too much of a pervert with him. But yeah, not really. If I had to pick one of them, I'd probably pick Itachi. And that would just be my opinion. If I had to pick Madara against Itachi Kakashi, I'd pick Madara. For the greatest must keep this world to peace. And so Naruto is, well, not caring, so he ate all the food, well, ate the food that they gave him, and he started training outside. So he's going against, who should I? Oh, okay, let's go to the bridge building. So Tarzan is right now, building the bridge. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Uh, okay, so Tarzan is building the bridge, and then the mist rolls in, and then everyone is now in guard. Also, um, let's see. So the mist rolls in, and Zabuza is now there, ready to kill the brat. And instead of Itachi doing that, he actually just told Sai is the one that's protecting what's it called, Tazuna, because I think he's the best protector. He's like the best defense because he can draw and all this. And so Izumi is fighting with Haku and Itachi, and Itachi's girlfriend is right now fighting with Zabuza. So Naruto, where's Naruto? You will say. Well, Naruto is not at the bridge. Let's go back a little bit before talking about this. Naruto is right now at Gato's base. How he got this information? Well, before that whole thing bridge happens, Naruto actually went to the village. He saw how poor it is. There was one person that was getting bullied, like this old old man that was getting bullied by these two bandits from Gatos. About the two men were arguing about taxes and how you gotta pay up and all that. And the old man couldn't do anything. Of course, Naruto wasn't liking this, so he pulled out one sword and then one sword's tail and slashed one of the men, one of the bandits. The other guy was like, "What the?" And Naruto said, uh, deciding to use Conqueror's Hawking. Not much. No, he used some bloodlust, because Zoro does have a lot of bloodlust and all that. I mean, he kills a lot of people and all that. But, yeah. But then he told those two guys, well, not two guys, one guy, so it's like, tell me where is Gato's base and you won't die. And of course, the guy was like, he dropped the sword. He's like, okay, okay, Gato's base is over there, there. So, yeah. So Naruto is now going to Gato's base. Of course, he did tell the guy to draw him a fucking map. Actually, no. He would have got lost. So he told the guy, okay, then show me. And the guy was like, okay, I'll show you. Please don't kill me. Because you forget that Zoro's with directions and all that. Yeah, he's god awful. Well, not that much, but yeah. He would just get lost. And so if you tell him that, this, yeah, he'd probably get lost. So he's now just telling this guy to go and um, also I forgot to mention this, but the three swords that he has are just the ones that he had in the beginning, not the newest one. You see here, I have seen a little bit of the newest episodes and all that, and I'm not talking about the one that's the sword from hell or something that kind of sucks in his hawking and all that. Even that'd be so cool to actually give him, but he's not gonna unlock that until he's a little older. Yeah, and until I actually decide to read the manga and watch the anime, which hey, that's gonna take me so long, and yeah. Mm, so yeah, so Naruto gets to find Gato space, and the guy says, "Well, there," and Naruto just chops his head off and say, "Why, thank you," because of course you can't just let a bandit run around. No, you gotta kill him. So Naruto just walks over there, and of course Naruto's right. Sabusa and Haku are not in the base, I think, so they had another base around somewhere else. Oh, oh. Sorry, sorry. Nah. Winner of gods in the battle of God. Okay, so Naruto decides to go in there with his two swords and just start slashing and dashing and slashing, dicing and slicing, dicing, mice and yeah. So he kills at least 150 bandits. The amount where Gato had. The ones in the bridge and cannon. I don't know how many that was. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna just say 150. He murdered them all easily by using, what's the other hawking? Sensory hawking? No. Oh, fuck. I know Conqueror's hawking. I know Armor hawking, but I forget the third one. Okay, so it's, our station hockey or whatever how you say. Jesus Christ. So yeah. Um, so, yeah. So Naruto uses that to actually senses and all that. He also does use sensory because he is sort of a sensory type ninja. So yeah, he does sense all of them and kills them all. And then, well, when it comes to Gato, he's just there in like a table counting his money and all that. And there's a giant vault behind him. And Naruto was like, "Hello there," and Gato was like, he was like, bandits, who are you? And all the bandits are, of course, dead. And he says, there's no more bandits. Shh. And Gato's like, what? He didn't have his one sword. And he was like, I killed them all. With the blood just wiping off his sword and just splattering it on the wall. And on the vault, like next to Gato's head. Like, the blood just went onto Gato's head. And Gato was like, please, please don't kill me. And Archer said, I won't kill you unless you sign these papers. Because since he does have the smartness of Katsi, yeah, of Kachan, I mean not Kachan, of Bakugo, um, he does have the whole, make him sign some papers before killing him off. So yeah, he makes Gato sign, let's see, two papers. One paper is I will leave all my inheritance to, well, half my inheritance to the village of what I messed up. And I forgot the village of the waterfall, whatever. Yeah. I'll leave all my this to this village. And the other I will leave to Zoran Arkatsi. Yes. Oh, yes. If I die, that's, yeah, that's what it says on the paper. But he was too busy writing his name on it. And I just say, why, thank you. Now die. And just slices his head off. So clean. That's, that's like so quiet. Like, you will barely even notice that he chopped his head off. Um, think of Tanjiro's when he did that water concentration when he sliced off that one demon's head off with water. I think it was Tanjiro. No, it was the other. Yeah, it was the other guy. No, it's definitely Tanjiro. With its arms and all that, he easily just chopped his head off with using water concentration. Yeah, and yeah. So yeah, that's what Zoro did. And then after that, he uh he decides to do his. He got pulled three of his swords and just slice three slashes into the giant vault door and just cuts it so easily. He did use armor Mentanki on it though. And also he did use a Shadow Clone Jutsu to actually give it to the villagers. This paper. And all the villagers decide to go to the Gato's base. They just see all the murder and all that. That's why they didn't let any of the children go anyway. And so the people are actually getting money and all that. But Naruto did get. I didn't say half. I mean, villagers have 75%. Naruto decided to get 25% of it. Yeah. So that happened. And so the villagers have all this money in there. And they say, thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord, thank you. And Naruto says, why thank you? And the villager says, what is your name, young man? And he said, Zoran Arkatsi. That is my name. And they say, why thank you, Zoro. Thank you. And yeah, they're praising him because they helped him and stopped this evil man and all that. And they said they will give him some money and all that. And Naruto said, no, no thanks. I already did get my fair share. I just got 25% of it. You can have the rest, the 75% that's left. And they said, 75? That's kind of a lot. And Naruto, whatnot. They said 25%, that's kind of low. And Naruto said, nah, that's okay. And so, of course, this was in between the fights with Haku and Zabuza. And Zabuza is right now fighting against Itachi and Itachi's girlfriend. And of course, he's getting bodied the shit out. And then Haku is right now fighting Izumi. And Izumi is using some fire styles and easily almost beating up Haku easily. Because you see here, Izumi is actually stronger, is as strong as Sasuke when he was 16. Pretty much, yeah. When he had his 3 Tomoe and his curse mark, stage 2. Pretty much. She's that strong. She has a lot of chakra because she is the third kid of the head of the Uchiha, and I forgot her name. So yeah, so they have they basically made someone that's super strong and has a lot of chakra, like Itachi. Sasuke does have a lot of chakra. That's just because he's the reincarnation of Indra, and yeah, and she will unlock her Sharingan. I don't know what kind of Sharingan I want to give her. Actually, I got an idea. So she's right now easily defeating. She also forgot to mention that she doesn't have her Sharingan, but decides to unlock it one day with Itachi's girlfriend, and when they unlock this, she has the only the one Tomoe to two Tomoe the other eye Sharingan. Which Itachi was like, oh okay, because of hard training and all that, and yeah, and Itachi does have his Manikyon Sharingan, but the problem is he has an internal. Shinjui and Itachi actually did trade their Sharingans, so Itachi wouldn't go blind. Also, the person that's actually in the Akatsuki is just some random Uchiha. Who's the partner of Kisame is just some random Uchiha that has a Manikyon Sharingan. Of course, it's not powerful as Itachi's. Like say that this Uchiha's Manikyon Sharingan ability is uh, shadow manipulation. Just a weaker version of usually what I give to Naruto. So yeah, um, Obito still hates the fact of the Fort Okage and all that. Yeah, I mean Naruto and Obito still have something in common. They both hate the fourth Hokage. Yeah, and what's it called? Okay, back to the story instead of me rambling on what's happening. So during the fights, of course, Izumi actually used a fire style very the one that I did decide to talk about on my second one, but I fucked it up. Or was it the first one? I think it was first or second. No, there was yeah. Okay, so Izumi used this cherry blossom tree. So she said fire style, cherry blossom. So think of what's it called? Byakuya no. Yeah, from what's it called? Bleach. Byakuya Byakuya using how his sword turns into a bunch of cherry blossoms, those petals and all that. Yeah. Instead, these cherry blossoms leaves are actually um they're like they're like bright, not pink, but like the sun color, like close to it, like a fire color. So yeah, they're like orange, yellow, and all that. That are just floating around. That's actually melting the mirrors. So a tree decides to grow behind her, and it's basically a cherry blossom. That the leaves are falling off and actually burning the mirrors. And of course, Haku's seeing this, and that actually can't reform the other mirrors because basically this temperature is pretty hot and actually burning down the mirrors. And this is just a jutsu that I gave her. Okay. So where I actually kind of got this idea for yourself is actually think of Fire Force. If you have never seen that Fire Force anime, the anime, where what's it called? I forgot the main character's name. Was fighting this one person that can use like cherry blossom tree behind her to move the flames or something. I can't. I'm not into much into the Fire Force and all that. So me trying to talk about this is just being stupid. So yeah. So that's her like new power for jutsu. It does take a lot of chakra from her, but she will master it. It's just a version that's still kind of incomplete. And also, this complete one needs actually the three Tomoyo Sharingan, and she only has the one to two Tomoyo Sharingan. So it's kind of unstable. And so it's burning all the mirrors down and all that. And of course, Hakula just has to throw Senbons at her. Well, she was already doing that. But when it was going, the Senbons, like 5 Senbons were going at what's it called? At Izumi. And some of the cherry blossoms actually blocked it and actually melt the Senbons to just like melted iron or whatever it's made out of. And Haku was like, "What? How?" Of course, she's running out of a lot of chakra, and Naruto came up, and he just said, wait, no." So Izumi was like, "I can't hold this up no more." She was losing a lot of chakra, and she passed down. Well, she like fainted because she was losing a lot of chakra, and so Haku's like, "This is the time now, die!" Throws 3 more sunbombs, and Naruto came up in like a time and just said, "Die! One for all, 5%, die!" The 3 sunbombs decided to fly just separate, like they just went backwards and just Haku managed to dodge. He's like, "What?" Shoot, did I say she? No, him. Him managed to dodge. He managed to dodge. And he couldn't do anything that much. So what's it got? So Naruto did explode it, and Haku was like, "Who the hell is that?" And Naruto's like, "I." He's like, "What?" But before Naruto saying, "I came at you in peace. You see here, not Taz, Gato wasn't even gonna pay you." And Zabuza was like, "I knew that bastard wasn't gonna pay us." And so Naruto said, "How about this? I'll pay you to leave us alone." Okay, I'll give you 50%. Like say, so he got 25% of the money from so 25%, and he said he'd give him half. So he will give them. He said to Zabuza he gives him 12.5% of the money, and now it just equals, I don't know how much. How much is five? Wait, how much is 5 blocks of gold? Wait. Wait. Let me pause. Okay, so I can't think of it. So let's say that Naruto got 25 blocks of gold. No, not blocks, ingots. Those, no, bars. I mean bars. So 25 bars of gold, and he gave 12.5, not yet, 12.5 to Zabuza. So instead, he just decides to give him 13 bars, and he says, "Here you go." Zabuza was like, he puts blood on it, and he unravels the seal, and there's uh, 13 bars of gold, and he says, "That's a lot of gold." "Okay, kid, you gave a good bargain." And Naruto said, "That's for you to leave us alone, but no, wait. Instead of giving 13, he actually said, instead he gave him 4 um, bars of gold." And then so I was like, "Dang, that's a lot." And Naruto says, "That's just for leaving us alone, but I can give you more if you decide to come with us to the village to become a root Ambu instead." And Itachi was like, "What? Are you crazy?" So yeah, I'm actually, instead of making them join the Leaf Village to become root Ambus, because if they became in the village, I feel like instead, Naruto will be doing something stupid and actually executed them instead of uh, make them actually go to the thing and all that. And so yeah, and Itachi's like, "Huh?" And he says, "Well, I already did send a paper to Donzo, like a bird." So yeah, before actually going to the bridge, he actually did send a paper, a bird that has a paper that tells Donzo, "Can I bring Zabuza and Haku into the root almost and all that?" And then he did think about it, and then did talk to the elders. Not, he didn't bring a freaking meeting to the Fort Hokage and all that. So yeah, so yeah. I know, what the fuck. Okay. So yeah, okay, well, yeah, so Naruto already sent the paper, and Donzo did bring back the bird, and it's so sure, and the others still agree with, except for the Fort Hokage, they really don't care. Because yeah, who really cares about what the fourth guy thinks about? Because he has to just neglect his third son. And I did say that in this one, there's actually Naruto has two brothers, not one brother and one sister. Nah, it's Minato and Menma, and where Minato's actually having orange hair instead of like a mix. No mix. No, Menma has orange hair, and Minato actually has a mix of red, with yellow highlights. Yeah, and so Minato also is the reincarnation of Ashura. Actually, Ashura was actually gonna about to go into Naruto and become the reincarnation for Naruto, but instead Zoro and Bakugo actually pushed him out of the way, so he goes into Minato. So yeah, he's right now in Minato's reincarnation. That's the reincarnation of Minato and all that. I mean, no reincarnation. Minato is the reincarnation of Ashura. So yeah, that's the problem. And that gave me a great idea. Jesus Christ. Okay, never mind. Ignore my idea. Uh, ignore the thing. What I'm saying. So back to the thing. So Sabusa and what's it called? Sabusa and Haku actually decided to join the Root Ambu. So that's what happened, and so they helped Tazuna build the bridge and all that. And actually, more people actually decided to come and actually help Tazuna build the bridge after getting the money and all that. And so they actually fixed the bridge in like 1 hour because with Tazuna and the villagers and team 15. Yeah, I think this is team 15. I think I gave them like that. And Zabuza and Haku. Yeah. And of course with Zoran just being absolutely strong and becoming the Chad. And just easily carrying just tons and tons of brick with just one arm. And the other arm just carrying also more like stone tablets. And easily just being a beast. And so after that, the bridge is called the Great Zoro. Also, about Team 7, I know no one's gonna probably care. I haven't said anything about Team 7. Team 7's mission was just to care for this one person. Just to the waterfall and all that. And pretty much, it was just a family trying to get to the waterfall or something. Not waterfall. I think waterfall. Yeah, the waterfall. And Minato did kind of try to be annoying and all that. Not Minato, Medma. Actually, what's it called? The Fort Hokage actually kind of stopped, treating not Minato, Menma the same because they thought of orange hair. Not orange hair, they thought of, because Minato actually takes his training serious. Not Menma. Menma usually doesn't take his training serious, but he thinks his family is actually gonna take care of him and all that. And Minato was actually thinking about how Menma isn't actually taking his training serious and he won't probably be the child of prophecy. And so he's thinking of actually just kicking Benma also out of the house and focusing only on what's called Minato. And yeah, and Kushina is also agreeing with this. So yeah, since Menma usually doesn't actually take his training seriously, but Minato is the one who actually does take his training seriously. He actually want to become Hokage. That's actually his dream. Even how his father's Hokage, he wants to also become Hokage. And so yeah, he take his training seriously. And so they're actually just thinking of just kicking him out. Uh, Jiraiya is saying that could be a terrible idea. I mean, I know he isn't taking serious training, and so now he thinks like I think it's a good idea to kick him out. And Jiraiya's like, okay. So, Minato's actually gonna be the only one actually caring about. No wait. Yeah, so Minato and Kushina are actually only gonna be caring about Minato and Jiraiya and the other. Menma's actually gonna get kicked out of the house. And yeah, that's what they did. They didn't say anything about anything. They just said, Menma, I think it's a good idea to just tell you you're not the child of prophecy and get out the house. So yeah, they basically just kicked out Minato. Wait, no. Yeah. And so he was confused. Because you see here, even how Minato and Menma has the 50% of the chakra and all that, and the soul also, uh, they really do not care because they feel more like more talent in Minato. So Menma has absolutely have nowhere to live. Uh, some of the villagers looks at him like, thank God. Like they can probably now kill Menma because he's actually the true Nine Tails and all that. Do I really want to kill him right now? I don't know. Yeah, so that's a plot twist right there. Fun line, just throw him out. And so Menma has nowhere. No, yeah, Menma has nowhere to go. Menato's the one who's actually being taken care of by the family and all that. So so yeah, that's what happened. And they go back to the village, and of course Zoro, not Zoro, yeah, Zoran has to sneak in Zabuza and Haku, and yeah, some of the root almost already there. They were knocked out the guards and all that, and the guards always keep getting knocked out. So that's why they think, it must be the loss of sleep. So that's why they think of the loss of sleep. But they're truly just getting knocked the hell out most of the time. It's pretty sad, but it's just funny at the same time. So Zabuza meets with Lord Donzo. Yeah, he meets with Donzo and the elders. Of course, Minato has no clue about this guy. And some of the other people don't know anything about him. Except for Fugaku, he actually also was there. The other person that they can only trust also. Who isn't actually like allies with like the four Hokage. Also, what's called that one thing. Okay, so yeah. So, when they get back and all that, they do report to Dons and all that, but all that, and Naruto does have the gold and all that, and he didn't actually want you. Well, yeah, he still had the gold and all that, the gold bars. I'm actually gonna say, and so he went back to his house, and so Izumi actually decides to go to his house also, and Itachi said, "Wait, Izumi, where are you?" Ah, shit, I think she went with Naruto. And Itachi is kind of an overprotective brother. Sort of. He is for Izumi and Naruto, but when it comes to Sasuke, he gives no fucks. So, what's it called? Menma isn't like in the original canon like Naruto. He's at least Naruto's when he learned the Rasengan. So Menma does not have the Rasengan. His chains are absolute trash. He can only summon two chains, and they're green only. And his seals are absolute trash because instead of taking his training seriously, yeah, he doesn't take them seriously. Healing is absolute trash. Sage mode is absolute trash. He only got the incomplete. So yeah. So they did find out that what's it called? Menma is now kicked out of the house, and Menma they actually decided to buy him a a what to call an apartment. So instead of doing that for Naruto, they actually bought him an apartment. So of course some people give him glares because he's actually the true Nine Tails. Because why would they kick him out unless he's actually a monster and all that? Because Danzo just said he didn't reveal the information for Naruto not being the Nine Tails, and he wasn't doing that. That was someone else in the beginning. But in this time, he actually did reveal that Menma is the Nine Tails. And everyone is now bullying Menma, and no one actually really cares about Menma no more because the Fort Okage turned a blind eye, and they can legit just beat up Menma. And yeah, so yeah, that happens. Hmm. Okay, so also just about the tuning exams. The tuning exams, but this is how it's gonna come to difference. Team 7th actually gonna go in. Except for Menma, who's actually kicked out of the team also. Yeah. And what's it called? And Team 15. Donzo was actually thinking them of putting them into tuning. But what is good if he already sends them in like already higher ranks, sort of. So he says, no, I'm not gonna put them in tuning. Because it's pretty much useless. Because Naruto's already being sent in higher rank missions. Sort of. Like C. C to B at least. Not A to S because they usually bring Ambus with them. So yeah. And so that happening. Yeah, they did not put him into probably. I'm kind of tired right now and I can't think right. I don't know if I want to go original or not. So I don't know. My head is kind of fuzzy. But okay. Well, let me just end it off here, and I'm gonna just say have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep, potato this, potato that, and potato. I'm gonna go to sleep. Potato.